Hello everybody, so this is going to be my video for this week, and hopefully I get it up on time, because I've been just awful lately and I'm sorry. So I'm gonna be good from now on and not let you down. Alright, so this week we're talking about coming out, and I think for some people they come out every day of their lives and that's just who they are. I think for trans people it's a little bit different, because some, they live on being stealth. You know, that's their biggest goal, is to be stealth, is to pass 100% of the time and never be questioned. And some people are proud of their trans status. Let me reword. Not that people that want to be stealth are not proud of their trans status. I'm saying that some people want to be open and want to talk about their trans status. I know that, I gotta refer to my list, sorry. I know that Chance came out to his family and friends and everybody when he was 15. So he's turning 25 this year, so he's been out for a very long time. People in his life have had plenty of time to either get used to it or get the hell out of his life. And his family actually, in the past year that we've been together a little bit over a year, but in that past period of time, I've noticed them doing much better. His little sister is 9, and his grandmother are the only ones allowed to call him by a male version of his old female name. They're the only ones allowed to call him that. He stopped responding, from his mother or from his sister, his other younger sister who's 21. And he's just stopped responding. Like, oh, blah, 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 there's nobody by that name here. So he'll only answer to Chance, which I'm really proud of him for. I think he really needs to stick to his guns on that, and he's doing such a great job. With his little sister, though, it's interesting because she's only ever seen him as male. She was born right after he came out, I believe. Yeah, I'm just doing math in my head. That makes sense, right after he came out. And the other day, she asked him about puberty. And he starts explaining puberty to her, for little girls. And she goes, but how do you know? You're a boy. And he went, oh, crap. And he said to me later he's probably going to have to explain to her when she's a little bit older. I mean, he's already had the talk with her about the whole, if you like girls, that's okay. And she's like, I know. She's adorable. So I think she's the only one that's gonna need a little bit more time because she's young. There's such a huge age gap between them. She's gonna need a little bit more time to really even be aware that exists in the world, much less that her brother is in fact transgender and not born male biologically. But everybody else in this family's been great. I cannot believe I closed my book. I'm sorry. Okay. He actually, he came out to me. He thinks he came out to me. I kind of knew. We met online, which part of me is kind of embarrassed because it's like, I feel like a big loser, but then I realize most people meet online nowadays. It's hard to meet somebody organically. Plus, I was working full time. I had just graduated from college. I didn't have time to go out and meet people. It was just exhausting, and I was so tired of it. So my best friend actually made me a dating profile. She filled it out. She picked the pictures, and I came across Chance's profile in it's a random fly, sorry, in the first week or two, and I messaged him. I have much bigger balls online than I do in real life when it comes to interacting with people that I'm attracted to. So I messaged him, and he messaged me back a week later. He said he didn't get online. Apparently his friend made his profile, which I thought was kind of funny and ironic. And as we're talking, a few weeks, not even a few weeks, I think we talked for a week and a half, and then we finally met. Because we lived 15-20 minutes apart from each other. So what he did was he would slowly tweak his profile. It was pretty bare bones when I first messaged him. You know, he was listed under female, but I was looking at his pictures and I was like, I don't think so. Like, there has to be something else going on here, because he doesn't look female, like, at all. That wasn't how I was reading him even from the beginning. And then he started editing his profile, and he put up a picture of himself in a legalized trans shirt, and he put up a photography picture that he did that said, it's a picture of the 2 bathroom signs, and the back of his shirt says, "You're in the wrong bathroom." It's a really great print that he has done. So he put that kind of stuff up, and he told me later it was him testing me, and I passed, so that's pretty cool. And we were, you know, chatting, I think we were texting or messaging or something, and he said, you know, "I'm transgender, like, I need you to know that." And my first thing I said was, "Alright, cool." I said, "Do you want me to use," I was like, "male pronouns?" You know, just making sure, because his profile still said female. And he was like, "Yeah, definitely male pronouns. I only go by chance." He explained the whole, you know, grandmother, little sister thing. And that was pretty much all we had to talk about, because it wasn't an issue for me. And it's not like, oh, I'm old hat at this. I've dated plenty of trans men. No, he was the first trans guy I ever dated. And I think that's why it was almost surprising to me how okay with it I was. Not that I wouldn't have been okay with it, but like how immediately comfortable I was with him. And he's always read as male to me. I've never had an issue with that. So that is the story of how we met, and he came out to me. As for his friends know, like I said, anybody that he's been friends with for a while knows. My friends, you know, a handful know. Mostly people just, "Oh, that's Emily's boyfriend," you know. That's Emily's trans boyfriend, because that's not how I see him, that's not how they see him. You know, they're all lovely, accepting people. And, it's interesting, before, when I first started talking to him, no, you know what? It was before I even started talking to him. I was talking to a girl that I had known for a little while, and somehow the issue of trans guys came up. And she's a lesbian and starts talking about, "Oh my god, I hate trans guys. They're all snakes in the grass. They're all awful. They're all this. They're all that." And I was sitting there and I finally said back to her, like, "That's really horribly rude and stereotypical and like all this other stuff." And she just started going off on me and how, "Oh, I'm a terrible person if I associate with anybody." So I kind of pushed her out of my life, and I banked that conversation away in my brain to remember, and I have never forgotten that, and we still, you know, don't really talk that much. Because I don't want people like that in my life, even before he and I met. And it's even more important after, you know. I'm more sensitive to people that make transphobic comments now that I know how much it hurts. So I guess that's the most positive thing. You know, I'm already a feminist, I'm already an activist, and now to be a trans activist is great. And to educate people. And our biggest problem in the human race is ignorance a lot of the time, and sometimes it's not even purposeful, sometimes it's not even willful, it's just ignorance. Plain and simple. So if you educate people in a respectful way, then you'll usually get respect back. That was kind of a tangent. But that is my little spiel on Chance coming out to his family and to me. And that's probably about all I have. Alright, till next time.